What we are going to learn in this lecture: meaning of statistics, collection and classification of data, and methods of presentation of data. All of us seek knowledge. We want to know about everyday life around us. We want to know about our neighborhood, our society, our country, etc. etc. Knowledge is both of the quantitative kind and non-quantitative kind. All knowledge in our times is persuaded by numbers and their measurement. Numerical data are being used by scientists, businessmen, government officials, bankers, etc. to express facts and in support of their arguments. The use of numerical data is so widespread that a special type of method to treat these data and draw conclusions from them has been evolved. This method is known as statistical method, or briefly called statistics. Here comes the definition of statistics. The word statistics is used as a plural noun as well as a singular noun. As a plural noun, it means numerical facts or information which can be used to draw some conclusions. As a singular noun, it means the scientific method with the help of which numerical facts can be used to treat these data and draw conclusions from them. As explained, statistics is concerned with scientific methods for collecting, organizing, presenting, analyzing and interpreting data relating to any sphere of life. So, let's discuss each in detail. First is collection of data. Data is defined as quantitative information about some particular characteristics under consideration. So, collection of data plays the very important role for any statistical analysis. The data which are collected for the first time by an investigator or agency are known as primary data, and the data are known to be secondary if the data are being already collected are used by a different person or agency. Now, collection of primary data. Following are the methods employed for the collection of primary data. First is interview method, and under interview method it may be personal interview method, indirect interview method or telephone interview method. Second is mailed questionnaire method. Third is observation method. Fourth one is questionnaires filled and sent by customers. You have to learn all these methods of collection of primary data. Now, what are the sources of secondary data? There are many sources of getting secondary data. Some of important sources are listed below. First is, you can collect the secondary data from international sources like World Health Organization (WHO) or International Labour Organization, that is ILO, International Monetary Fund, that is IMF, World Bank, etc. etc. Second one is government sources like Statistical Abstract by CSO, Indian Agriculture Statistics by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and so on. Third is private and quasi government sources like ISI, ICAR, NCERT, etc. And fourth is unpublished sources of various research institutes, researchers, etc. Now comes classification of data. Classification of data is the process of arranging data into different groups according to some common characteristics or criteria. For example, students may be classified according to marks obtained by them, or people may be classified according to their monthly income. And data may be classified as chronological or time series data. when data are classified in respect of successive time points or intervals. It is called chronological or time series data. For example, number of students appeared for CA final for the last 20 years. Second is geographical or spatial series data. It means when the data are arranged region-wise. For example, if we arrange the CA final students of year 2009 in accordance with different states, so it means we are doing geographical or spatial series data. Third is qualitative or ordinary data. Data classified in respect of an attribute. For example, data on nationality, gender, etc. Fifth is quantitative or cardinal data. It means when data are classified in respect of a variable. For example, data according to height, weight, salaries, etc. Now comes methods of classification of a statistical series. A statistical series can be classified in the terms of the nature of variables into two broad categories. First is individual series. It means the series in which the items are listed singly. Second is frequency distribution series, which is further subdivided into discrete series. It means series which represent discrete variables showing finite values of different items of the series. Second is continuous series. Series which represents continuous variables showing range of values of different items of the series. Now comes presentation of data. Once the data are collected and verified for their homogeneity and consistency, we need to present them in a neat and condensed form highlighting the essential features of the data. Any statistical analysis is dependent on a proper presentation of the data under consideration. So now comes mode of presentation of data. Following are the modes of presentation of data. First is textual presentation. Second is tabular presentation or tabulation. Third is diagrammatic presentation. Let's discuss each of them in detail. First one was textual presentation. This method comprises presenting data with the help of a paragraph or a number of paragraphs. The official report of an inquiry commission is usually made by textual presentation. Second one is tabular presentation or tabulation. Tabulation may be defined as systematic presentation of data with the help of a statistical table having a number of rows and columns and complete with reference number, title, etc. Third one is diagrammatic presentation. Another alternative and attractive presentation of statistical data is provided by charts, diagrams, and pictures. Unlike the first two methods, diagrammatic presentation can be used for both educated and uneducated section of the society. But compared to tabulation, this is less accurate. So, if there is a priority for accuracy, we have to recommend tabulation. Now, we are going to consider following types of diagrams. First is line diagram or histogram. When the data vary over time, we take recourse to this line diagram. In a simple line diagram, we plot each pair of values of t by t, yt representing the time series at the time point t in the ty plane. The plotted points are then joined successively by line segments and the resulting chart is known as line diagram. When the time series exhibit a wide range of fluctuations, we may think of logarithmic or ratio chart where log y and not y is plotted against t. We use multiple line charts for representing two or more related time series data expressed in the same unit, and multiple axis chart in somewhat similar situations if the variables are expressed in different units. Then we have bar diagram. There are two types of bar diagrams, namely horizontal bar diagram and vertical bar diagram. While horizontal bar diagram is used for qualitative data or data varying over space, the vertical bar diagram is associated with quantitative data or time series data. Bars, that is rectangles of equal width and usually of varying lengths, are drawn either horizontally or vertically. We consider multiple or group bar diagrams to compare related series. Component or subdivided bar diagrams are applied for representing data divided into a number of components. Finally, we use divided bar charts or percentage bar diagrams for comparing different components of a variable and also the relating of the components to the whole. For this situation, we may also use pie chart or pie diagram, or we can also say it circle diagram. Pie chart. It is used for showing the share of different components to the total with the help of a circle. Let's do a question. The profits in lakhs of rupees of an industrial house for 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 8 and 9 are 5, 8, 9, 6, 12, 15 and 24 respectively. Represent these data using a suitable diagram. Now, we can represent the profits for 7 consecutive years by drawing either a line chart or a vertical bar chart. Let's see how we'll do it. As you can see here, on this graph, we have showed the line chart for the profit of an industrial house during the years 2003 to 9. This shows the line chart for the profit of an industrial house during 2003 to 2009. As you can see here, we have just plotted the points and joined them, and this is our line chart. We can also use bar diagram for this. As you can see here, we have made a bar diagram here for the years 2003 to 2009.